So Gandhi Sahib said that we being from motor industry, it's our duty to pump energy in the hall. Correct? So let me connect with the last row. Am I audible? Yes. So dignitaries from paper industry, good afternoon. It can be louder. Good afternoon. I need your support because the topic which I'm going to cover today is going to be relevant to each and everyone sitting here, each and everyone in the world. And not only that, it is important for the next generation also. Nice introduction was given by Mr. Gandhi. I will take 10 seconds only to introduce my company, the company organ I represent. Motor is at the center, and this has got around 100 plus years of legacy from Siemens. This brand name is there, and now this brand is getting changed to new brand called Innomotics. We can discuss further whenever we meet in different forum. Now, topic on my hand is sustainability. Sustainability is what? Everyone uses sustainability topic. Let me tell you, sustainability is a topic which talks about well-being of human being in this world. Not only human being, also the creatures which are living on this earth, not only for today, but for years to come. That is sustainability. It's not only talking about energy conservation. It encompasses lot of topics, and few of you must be knowing there are 17 sustainability goals. We can't go into each and every goal here. So it touches about poverty, hunger, clean air, clean water. But for this forum, for you as a consumer of electricity, and for us as a manufacturer who is producing motors for you, the most important goals are goal number 12 and goal number 13. Goal number 12 talks about consumption and production. It doesn't say that don't use energy. The very right word is used. These words are not from one organization. It is the globally accepted terminologies. Responsible use of energy. This world has to go on. It has to go on different heights. We have to create employments. We have to give new devices. We have to give comfort to human being. For that, we need to consume energy. But we need to be responsible. It's not only for you as a consumer. It is important for us also as a manufacturer. Whatever we produce should be designed in such a way we get maximum output by giving minimum input. And this is what we heard in the today's morning sessions. Third, goal 13 is important for us also. And since it is related to electric motor business, I'm going to touch upon these two goals in coming 35 minutes, which I will be having on my hand. Why this is important? From pre-industrial era, before industrialization started on this earth, till now, we are pumping carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. In earlier days, whatever carbon dioxide was being generated by human being, right? Human beings were being generated. They were being absorbed by trees, and there was proper balance between carbon dioxide being generated, emitted, and being absorbed. After this industrialization started, we have gone into pumping more carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, and we are unable to absorb those many carbon dioxide. So for last so many years, and I would say now at least 2 centuries, we are pumping carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. That is the reason temperature is gradually rising. And it is said that if temperature rise from pre-industrialization era to new era, if that incremental temperature is more than 2 degrees, it is danger for the human being, danger for all of us. So all the countries who were the reasons for pumping carbon dioxide, all the countries who are the victim of this, all of us have come together, and now we are jointly working out and trying to reduce this temperature, incremental temperature, within 1.5 degrees Celsius. If we manage to do so, I would say our mission is successful. So there are countries and they assemble. It is called COP. COP is Conference of Parties. India is one of the members. All the countries assemble every year. Religiously, they meet. They brainstorm and they try to work out how do we ensure this temperature rising beyond 1.5. It should be controlled within 1.5. And our Honorable Prime Minister has committed that we will be carbon net zero by 2070. It will take 35 years to bring balance between what we emit as a carbon dioxide and what we consume, what we absorb. 35 years are required for India to become net zero. Means we will continue pumping carbon dioxide more than what we absorb. And I can tell you this, what it means. World is becoming more polluted, and temperature is likely to rise, keep on rising till 2070, as India is a contributor. Some countries have declared before this, but this is what is a mission, not so easy. And Prime Minister is our representative. All of us need to ensure this. Those who are using energy, try to curtail use of energy, be more efficient. And if you can do something for absorbing by planting trees, please do that also. So now there are 4 pillars on which this presentation is moving around. First is the high efficiency motors. All of you must be knowing 75% of electric energy consumed by industry is consumed by rotating machines, be it low voltage motors, high voltage motors. 75%. And because of that, we need to very, very mindful when we select the motor, when we select the rating also, select efficiency class also. So first is high and premium efficiency motors. Second topic would be true commitment. It's not only that you buy IE3 motor, IE4 motor, and that responsibility ends there. Please ensure whatever you're buying, is it going to give you true efficiency or not? We'll touch upon this also. Third is technical awareness. There's a problem here, there's a solution here. So we need to bridge between problem and solution. And for that, we need to interact like this. Technical sessions should be conducted so that we as a I would say expert in the energy field, we can give you some suggestions which you implement, and then we can jointly work out lower carbon emission. Last is on hazardous substance. So world is being polluted not only by carbon dioxide, but there are a lot of other areas, substances which is polluting earth. So how do we be more responsible so that we don't pollute the earth further? First topic, high and premium efficiency. Again, it talks about not only consumer, it talks about manufacturer also. It says, wherever you are, if you are a paper industry owner, try to lead your industry by using high efficiency motors. And it tells us also, as a manufacturer, try to be ahead of others while launching high efficiency motors, by incentivizing high efficiency motors, while giving true high efficiency motors. So now, let me give you one example. This example, few of you must have seen in past also. It is easy to connect. All of us sitting here, I'm sure we have these 2 assets. Few of you are owning both of them. Few of us would be owning one of them. Second is under our focus, okay, our custody. So topic is cost about purchase versus cost about usage. I'm showing very simple example because it's easy to connect. So car can cost 20 lakh rupees, right? I'm sure average people sitting here can buy car for 20 lakh rupees. And if we compare it with a electric motor having power output 15 kilowatt only. We are not talking about a very big motor, 15 kilowatt. So if you look at it, the cost of this car would be 20 lakh rupees and the motor is costing 50,000 rupees. Average running can be 1500 hours, kilometers for motor. Average running for electric motor, which we have collected data from paper industry, around 600 hours. It is not everywhere, but average running in paper industry for motor would be 600 hours. This can be debated 650, 550, but as an example, we have taken 600. We can say average running of car is around 18,000 kilometers and average running of motor would be around 7,200. The unit cost per unit is same for both of them, and it is 10 rupees per kilometer for car and 10 rupees per unit. Again, this is debatable. Someone might be paying 12 rupees, someone might be having own co-generation plant can be 4 rupees, but this example for simplicity we have taken this. So you spend 1.8 lakh rupees for running your 4-wheeler, but you spend almost 12 lakh rupees for running your 15 kilowatt motor running in some corner of your plant, which may not even find so relevant. Only 15 kilowatt motor. It is consuming almost 12 lakh rupees for the motor. And if you see the ratio, 10% or 1/10 of the motor car cost you are spending on usage, but 23 times of your electric motor you're spending on electricity. Does it not mean that when you decide, give your thought while buying electric motor or by buying motor car, your intent to buy more efficient product should be almost 230 times more than when you apply your mind while buying motor car. This is very, very important, my friends. This is very easy also. It is not a social service because by doing this, you also are going to be advantageous as an industrialist also. Let's see further. So now where we stand as our country. Our country tries to take care of middle class manufacturers, lower class manufacturers. We used to use and produce IE1, IE2 motors till 2017. Then government rolled out a regulation, said nothing doing, minimum IE2. And we are happy producing, we are happy using IE2 motors, except for paper industry. Okay, so I will talk about paper industry. Paper industry is the industry, by our records, 70% plus paper motors being purchased by paper industry are IE3 or higher. I think this needs to be clear. You are leading the industry. Among the industry, you are leading. 70% of motors you buy is IE2 or more than IE3. This is the highest, I would say, after the cement, okay, mining, paper industry is the highest IE3 penetrating or absorbing industry. Now, after almost 7 years also, we are happy buying and using IE2 motors in general. Where is Europe? They have switched to IE3 in 2017 itself. Now, they switched to IE3 and then... This is not an alert for me, no? Not only that, in 2021, they came out with a change in regulation, CE regulation, which says, my friend, we have given you tolerance, right, to take care of manufacturing consistency. You don't tolerance by designing motor. So what they said, we'll discuss later. They came out with a CE. CE is not only the gate pass for supplying to Europe. CE gives you something else also. And you being a consumer, I would like to tell you what is significance of CE as regards efficiency. It will come in next slide. Now, in July 23, they have jumped to IE4. From 75 to 200 kilowatt motor, which is the biggest volume consuming energy, they have switched to IE4. They don't allow installation of less than IE4 motor in Europe. You can understand how advanced they are. Not only that, our neighbor China has switched to IE3 long back, and now in China, they don't need regulations every time. Any new projects coming up, greenfield project, brownfield project coming up, you can't use below IE3. In China, if you are having IE3 motors being used, repairing, everything is okay. You can more produce, you can sell also. But if you are setting up a new project, you got to install IE4, nothing less than IE4. Because China's commitment for net zero is, I think, 2050. So they are a much bigger task on hand. So now let's see. I'm just throwing some figures. I am sure I won't bore you. What is the efficiency difference? This is IE2 motor. So you can say average efficiency of IE2 motors. It starts from 1.1 kilowatt to 1000 kilowatt, around 87%. So you can say 13% is the loss. Correct? In IE3, average efficiency is 89%. With every class improvement, your loss component goes down by 15-20%. You can take this, even if you are non-technical, take this as a thumb. With every upgradation of efficiency class, your loss comes down by 15%. Now and if IE4 loss is just 9%. So whatever motors India produces, if all of them are IE2, hypothetical, they are not IE2, then the energy which we need to consume is almost 78 terawatt hours. Now, if same motors are of IE4, it consumes 75 terawatt hours. Forget about this also. If you use IE2 motor, it will generate almost 57 teragram carbon. But if you use IE4 motor, you will generate only 54.5 teragram carbon. What it means? By switching to IE4 for all motors we produce, as an example, you can reduce your carbon dioxide emission by 23 lakh tons. And my friends, 23 lakh tons is equivalent to huge. To absorb this 23 ton of carbon dioxide, how many trees do we need? 9 crores tree you need to just balance it off. So it's a huge impact on the earth. Now, if we can go for IE for water, you need less number of these trees to absorb, and those which are there, they are comfortable absorbing carbon dioxide. We can achieve net zero at earlier years. I was told by our great Mr. Goel that you should talk about paper industry. So I made two examples, and I'm sure you can connect with these examples. One example is 400 TPD, integrated power paper mill. This is the real life BOQ, we call it as. We have supplied this motor also, but we have taken this as an example. Approximately 15 megawatt worth motors you require for 400 TPD integrated paper plant mill. And if you buy IE2 motors, it costs you 450 lakhs, 4 crore 50 lakh rupees. If you buy IE3, you have to spend 42 lakh rupees more. It doesn't come at the same price. But this, you are putting 42 lakh rupees extra on motor, you get back 84 lakh rupees in saving form in 1 year's time. It is like putting money in FD with a return on investment is equivalent to almost 100%. So I would request to you, have this analysis done for your plant. This in spending money on high efficiency motor is going to give you huge return on investment. That is your personal advantage, and we are doing indirect service to society. That's something different. And if you take the case of 10 years, then almost it is almost 20 times you invest, you get in the form of energy saving. Now you go to IE2 to IE4. So obviously IE4 motors are costly. So the difference you pay is around 141 lakhs, 1.41 lakh rupees, 1.41 crore rupees. Here in first year itself, you are getting it back. Right? And 10 years time, you are getting almost 10 times your incremental investment if you use IE4. What is the average life of motors? Can someone tell me? How many years it is supposed to work? 15 years, right? Now we have stopped at 10 years. I can assure you life of motor more than 10 years. So what it means, if you buy IE4, the megawatt hours you consume is almost 2 megawatt hour lesser if it's IE4. The CO2 reduction, right? If you go to IE4, it is around 1483 tons of carbon dioxide आप कम generate करते हैं if you go for IE4. And if you think about yourself, okay, मेरा क्या? Then it is almost, you can say, maybe trees are also 6,000 trees are less number of trees are required. And on payback period, IE2 to IE3 pays back in 6 months' time. IE2 to IE4, it pays back 11 months' time. It's high time to stop buying low efficiency motors. Now, case study, different paper industry, waste paper based mill, 150 TPD. Again, the real life BOQ, right? That the need of motor is almost 3.7 megawatt. If you buy IE2 motors, it will cost you 1 crore 18 lakh rupees. These are all tentative figures. Of course, the real figure, but it can vary plus minus here and there. IE3 may cost you 13 lakh rupees more. 13 lakh rupees is paid back in maybe 6 months' time, 7 months' time. You get your money back in 7 months' time, and for its motor life, right, you are getting that some kind of some premium year on year, month on month. Again, if you jump from IE2 to IE4, you end up paying 41 lakh rupees. 41 lakh rupees is paid in 1 year's time, but you get this payback, okay, year on year. And if you talk about the energy consumed, around 536 megawatt less energy you consume. If you talk about carbon dioxide, you are saving 390 tons of carbon dioxide. Again, it means around 15,000 trees. And payback, I know all of you are, maybe most of you are investors. Okay, you want ROI. Any money you pay on motor, high efficiency motors, if it is IE2 to IE3, 7 months payback, irrespective of make. I'm not talking about make. Okay, irrespective of make, this is the advantage. IE2 to IE4, it will take 11 months time, but that saving will be for longer time. So high efficiency motors, IFO motors, which is there as per Indian standard, helps you having better payback. It helps you minimizing carbon dioxide also. Let's go to next topic. As I said, motor with I3, I4 nameplate doesn't. It's not your job doesn't end there, or our job doesn't end there. We have to ensure whether are they really I3, I4 motors, or it is maybe someone taking advantage of tolerances given by regulations. So now what happened? CE. CE, normally we feel I don't need CE in India. Why do I need CE? I want to install in India. But CE is the tag. If you can demand, you are assured of lot of strength in the motor, efficiency in the motor. What is that? Why CE? So I will give an example. If the motor efficiency is 90%, as per guidance, 10% or 50% of loss can be the tolerance. So आपको बदल लिख के दिया 90% efficiency, it can be as low as 88.5. Correct? So what regulatory board says, your efficiency should be around 90%. Somewhere it is more than 90, somewhere it is less than 90, but can't be below 88.5. It so happened when they did some survey, any motor they picked up from the market, efficiency was below 90%. Then it was realized out of the competition, manufacturers started cutting the corners. They started designing motors with tolerance. Tolerance is only for manufacturing inconsistency, not for designing. Drawing board pe you have to design motor with 90% efficiency. People started cutting the corners, and it so happened, if someone asks for a test report, you failed to give even one test report. What CE says, if your 15 kilowatt is the motor, you can put C, you can mark C only if you give me one test report, not of this motor, any motor, whose efficiency is equivalent to or higher than the efficiency you claim. When this came out in the force, a lot of companies dropped C. They were told C was like a star on your shoulder. They removed, because ensuring efficiency in line with nominal efficiency is not easy. You have to put more copper, more steel. So my request to you is, if you want to be committed to sustainability, please demand motor with CE mark. There are a lot of mix available, right? Just say CE, it will give you better efficiency. So now we always used to talk about seeing is believing, but now I would say testing is believing. You get the product tested, get the test report, and then you believe it. Third topic, technical awareness session. So as I said, solution is on one side, problem on other side. So how do we do it? So we thanks to Mr. Goel and the IPTA, you gave us a chance to talk to you. We need more this kind of technical awareness sessions. We need to reach out to the users. We need to inform them how they can minimize the consumption. This is required. Second is plant auditing. Today morning, I think Goel Saab said, right sizing of motor. Motor is something you can't oversize. मुझे 15 kilowatt चाहिए, I can't go for 30 kilowatt, right? If you oversize, that means you are going to be inefficient. So now there were days, just to improve plant machine reliability, one used to go for oversized machines. But indirect loss is huge. You can buy or ensure better reliability of product by paying something extra to better company rather than going for oversizing. Oversized motors are dangerous. I can tell you, very dangerous. And that's why you can decide to go for plant audit, right? This is about the install base. And I could meet one of the plant auditors, J. Srinivasan. He is one of the plant auditors. These kind of people come to your site, check the loading on the motor, and then they can advise you, sir, replace this 37 kilowatt by 30 kilowatt. Yeah, replace this motor. We want five times. Don't use it. It is very inefficient. Switch to new motor. Second point is payback. All these people like us come and tell you, how do you believe it? So for that, now you as an investor, you can demand how is the payback for your plant. And let me tell you, some companies like ours give you login free tool where you just enlist the motors there. It will let you know how much is the saving. Few of you must be OEMs, right? OEMs might feel that I am not going to install machine at my end. Okay, why do I work harder for higher efficiency? We request you also, while giving quote to your customer, give two quote, one as per customer's requirement of IE2 or IE3. Give one more quote for IE4 with incremental cost with justification. This tool can give the justification. So I'm happy to share some of the pictures here. You might find it relevant, but and since I represent one company, so I can show picture of my company only. So these are technical sessions we conduct, and let me tell you, colleagues, friends, they are eye openers. In these 45 minutes, we can't discuss everything. We are open to offer you any kind of technical awareness session at your plant at our cost. Do let us know. So these are the companies where we had conducted, and at Muzaffarnagar, we had a big program for complete paper industry. It's our job to promote high efficiency motors. So this is a tool for payback. So I'm not going to spend much time on it. There's a link given. Open browser, copy the link, and open the tool. No guidance required. You can do it on your own. Your engineers can do it. Your managers can do it. And ultimately, what it gives you, this report, how much is the total cost saving if you go for IE3 motor, how much cost saving if you go for IE4 motor, for the list of motors you enlist. So people like us, not only Siemens, but many companies, right? They are providing this tool. Make use of this tool to have your own justification so that you can go for better product. The last one, it is ROHS and reach statement. There's a lot of awareness about it. Some OEMs, global OEMs, they have told us we want thermocol free motor. They don't need thermocol. They don't want thermocol. Some of them are forcing us to supply motor without wooden packing. You do anything you want. So metal cage, right? So this is the level of unawareness. Let me tell you, those global OEMs, MNCs, they teach us a lot. They are ahead of time, and we gear up. Similarly, REACH is registration, evaluation, authorization, and restriction of chemicals. What this committee says, if you need to use some substance harmful to earth, you use it. Better to declare it. So this is a declaration. And REACH says that in any invoice raised by a manufacturer, if you are not having any hazardous substance, you give a declaration. Some companies like us, any invoice we raise, under the statement, we give declaration if there is no substance. You can start demanding. Okay, I don't say that only Siemens is the only company who can give like this. Demanding. It's our indirect duty to ensure that no substance is being used in the motor which can be dangerous for the earth. And I clicked by mistake. So let me go back. And so COP28 happened at Dubai, which I showed earlier. And I was watching a video there. And let me tell you, some of the words being flashed in that video were too appealing. They were too good. I was tempted to use in my presentation. So what it says, unite. So the way we have got united, okay, it's not your challenge, not our challenge. We have to handle this challenge jointly. Unite, act by conducting seminars like this, awareness sessions like this, and deliver. Whatever we are supposed to deliver, we have to deliver. What you are expected to do, you can do it by minimizing the efficiency. So my request would be to play the video. Can I just click next? So these are very catchy words, appealing words. So I was tempted to play this video, this was played at Doha. So I thought of playing it here. And thank you very much for this. Let's unite, act, and deliver so that we can make this world better place to live, not only for us, for our next generation also. That's all from my side. I hope I deliver without much of the disconnection in between. I took time within the limit also. So question, if any, we can take. Thank you very much.